Hey everyone, okay, so today I'm talking Uoma by Sharon C. Now, Uoma is a brand that I fell in love with a couple of years ago, and following on from the successful launch of Uoma back in, I think it was 2019. Yeah, it was 2019. The time has come for the company to once again disrupt the beauty industry, and this time they're doing it in a way that is truly inclusive. So this is for everybody. Now, the world of Uoma is expanding, and basically what they're trying to do is share with you this new extension of the Uoma beauty line, this section itself is centered around affordability, clean, caring ingredients, conscious price points, accessibility for everyone. And that's what this line is about. And I'm going to go through the products with you that I have here and give you my thoughts on them. And I'm also wearing them on my face now as we speak. Now, of course, with all these products, you're talking about high quality ingredients, really high performing ingredients as well, and an incredibly high level of quality of product as well. Considering the price point of these, you really are getting an incredibly amazing product. So now that we've got all this gorgeous makeup on our face, it's time to clean it off. So I'm going to be using the cleansing oil by Uoma by Sharon C. And this is a great cleansing oil. You just need to apply it to dry skin, just as I'm going to. And I'm going to do half the face because I'm going to show you something else in a minute. But this stuff melts off everything. Waterproof mascara, makeup, sunscreen. It smells absolutely divine. Ingredients that are beneficial to the skin, non-toxic, non-irritating. Everything comes off. Now just take some water and a flannel if you wish, and everything will just slide off. Half my face is cleansed. But next up, there's another cleansing product by Uoma by Sharon C. And this is the 2-in-1 water-activated cleansing wipes. You just need to run these underwater briefly and then press them onto the skin, and they basically release a cleanser and everything comes off. Wait till you see this. So if you're traveling, you can just stick these in your bag. It sounds ridiculous. I'm a big fan of cleansing. And this is epic because everything comes off. You literally just dip it under a bit of water and cleanse your skin. Oh, fabulous. Okay, so clean skin. What we're going to do is start with the skincare. Now, I'm going to be using Sup Natural Glow C20. Now this comes in two formulas. You've got the C20 and the C10. So 20% vitamin C or 10% vitamin C. It's up to you which one you kind of think is more to your liking. It's a deeply nourishing and it's a dual action vitamin C serum that helps to increase your skin's luminosity, glow. It evens out the skin tone, and it's packed with other ingredients. So it's not just vitamin C, so skin loving ingredients like hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and these are fast absorbing as well. So they just give the skin this really beautiful punch to it. And they also, of course, help protect the skin from environmental aggressors and issues. So I'm going to apply this before I apply the foundation. I'm just going to apply a couple of drops, and a little goes a long way because it actually has a really large amount of spreadability to the skin. So it glides on really well. And to me, I think this makes a really good primer. But that's just me. Foundation adheres to it really well. Now, what's great about vitamin C products, and some vitamin C products that I have used, I find quite problematic. I've had this for over 2 weeks now. I haven't had any issues whatsoever, and I test my products vigorously. So no issues, no breakouts, nothing at all. So this is incredible for me. And it dries really quick. And the best thing is it does give a brightening effect. The longer you use it, the more beautiful and brightening it is. So let's move on to foundation. So next up is Flawless IRL Foundation, which is basically a serum, a moisturizer, and a beauty balm all in one. Now this gives light to full coverage depending on how you use it. So you know me, I like to kind of go light coverage. So I'm going to take about half a pump of product, so not a lot, and I'm going to just dot it on my skin, just like this, front and sides of the nose, touch on the bottom. And then you can either take a brush or a sponge, whatever you want. It's entirely up to you. You can use your fingers. I'm going to use a brush, and I'm just going to buff this into the skin. And I work in zones, so I stay in one zone. Now, this can offer really, really great coverage, or that barely there tint to the skin, which is what I'm kind of going for here. I want it to cover redness and the pinkness of my skin, but I still want my skin to show through. And that's what's so great about this product. Plus the price point is really, really good, because this is a really high quality foundation as well. So I'm just going to really buff that into the skin. Now this is a really light coverage. I use half a pump of product, so I'm going to use one more. So basically a full pump, just to show you that you can achieve a fuller coverage look if you want to. So I'm just going to do that same dot. The reason I dot things is because foundation dries much quicker. So that's why I like to dot it over the skin. And I'm concentrating on the areas of the face where I know it can be a little bit red. Just back and forward. Trust me though, your fingers, a sponge, a makeup brush, whatever you want, it all works the same way. Just you pick your preference. That's really all it is. Now look how good the skin looks. The skin looks great. Now you can use this as a concealer. Just go under the eyes. You can also mix it with a bit of primer or a bit of moisturizer and turn it into a kind of highlighter if you wish. I'm just going to go in neat, but you can definitely just take a touch of this and just apply it underneath the eyes with a dot of moisturizer, and it has a really pretty kind of brightening effect to the skin. But look at that, the skin just looks really good and it looks real, which is what we want. Well, that's what I want. I want skin that looks real, and the dry time is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So now we've done foundation, it's time to do a touch of color. So next up, I'm going to use It's Complicated, which is a gloss, a lip stain, and a lip oil all in one. You can use this on your lips, your cheeks, and your eyes. So it's also non-transferable, something you'll see in a minute. So I'm going to use a really bright, kind of punchy color, because I want to show you how you don't have to be afraid of strong colors. So look at that, it's gorgeous. Now I'm just going to kind of mix it around on the back of my hand like a palette, create this color, and then I'm going to take a sponge and I'm going to dot it on the areas that I want. So I'm just going to take your average kind of makeup sponge. I'm just going to really lightly tap it on the areas I want there to be color. Now for me, I like it on the top of the cheekbones. I like it just above the eyebrow. And you see that really strong color actually goes into this beautiful kind of water stain of color. And it's one of those products where you don't really know where it's starting from or where it's ending. And I just love going just above the brow, because to me it's something about, it looks like you've been outside. I like to do just a touch on the bridge of the nose, just a touch. And just to me, it just pulls everything together. Now it comes obviously in various shades, so you can pick and choose which one you want. But the fact that this looks like it's from within the skin is what really makes it so beautiful. And you could also, if you really want to pull things together, just take your brush that you've just used and just very lightly just dab over so that it's coming from the skin. That's the goal here, that it's a part of the skin. But it also, because there's this oil in it, even though it's non-transferable, it has this kind of, there's no shine to it, but there is this kind of glimmer to the skin, which is, I just think it's so perfect. And that bright shade can work on anyone. Now, of course, you can do your lips with this if you wanted to. You could apply a deeper shade into the eye or the eyelid to create more dimension there. So you can use it in many different ways. And just to kind of show you some versatility, I'm going to take another color here. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to tap it onto the skin, and I'm going to use this as a liquid bronzer. And I'm just going to go right here on the hairline and just down the sides of the face, just like that. So you can use it as a bronzer, you can use it as a contour, but it just adds a subtle warmth, I think, to the skin. And because it has this kind of touch, just a touch of red in it, not red, but a touch of warmth to it, it gives a very realistic look to the skin. I mean, look how good the skin looks. The skin looks great. And we're going to finish with a touch of mascara. So this is Level Up Mascara, and it gives a very pretty lash. Now, I'm going to use it though really subtly because I'm doing it on my face and I would want it subtle. So I'm just going to take a very small amount and I'm just going to very gently take it through the lashes. Now the wand on this is quite extraordinary because it does give a lift and a separation all at the same time. But it's enough. Now you could really go to town on this mascara if you wanted to, but I just like, I want to do it subtle, you know. I want the lashes to look darker, but not overly dramatic, because again, this is on my face. But if you wanted to build up bigger lashes, you could definitely do that with this mascara, absolutely. Now, with everything on and the face is looking gorgeous, one thing I kind of really want to mention about the foundation itself is that it's very, very self-setting. So for those of you who don't enjoy powder, you wouldn't necessarily have to use it unless you wanted to, because it does set on the skin really well. And for somebody like me with oily skin, it actually set really, really well. And I might just use a touch just down the center of the face. But otherwise, I really like the way this looks, really like the way it looks. Now, all the information on all these products and everything is right there in the description bar. It's always there. I'm very good like that. I'm almost always good like that, but it's definitely there in the description bar. I think Uoma by Sharon C, I think this is gonna do incredibly well because you've got the price point hit. You've got products that have ingredients that actually work, not one hit wonder ingredients, but a bulk of ingredients. And it's at a price point that is affordable, which is something that isn't for it's something that you don't see often. And you're getting high quality products at a really, really affordable price. What more could you want? Gorgeous. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Again, all that information right down there in the description bar. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.